Hey, Galpin, staring contest, go!
What? Oh, okay.
Come on, blink!
You blink.
No, you blink!
No, you blink.
Come on, blink!
Oh, Toiley, the show's starting.
You're not gonna trick me with that!
But the show's starting.
What? Oh my god, the show is actually starting!
Haha! Live from Hollywood, it's Wednesdays with Toiley. With Toiley's special guest, vocalist, composer, and lyricist Amy Engelhardt. Plus, a visit with John B. deHaas. I'm your announcer, Galpin Ford, and now here's your dry-eyed host, Toiley T. Paper.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Welcome to another episode of Wednesdays with Toiley. My name is Toiley T. Paper. We're so happy to have you here at the show today, and we are going to start, as we always do, with a visit with my good friend, John B. deHaas.
Ta-da!
Really, that's the Knuckles song? That's how you introduce yourself?
Do you like that?
Yeah, it was
Easiest
great,
song in the
John.
world to play. I like doing this. Wait, one more thing. I like to do duets with people, and I'll go,
Yeah.
and then they start at the top and do this. I'll do both at the same time, which is difficult.
Wow, very good, John.
We'll do that next time we're together. When we're in person together, we'll do a little duet at the piano. You can play the
I
right.
can do it. Yeah, I can
totally
do
do
it.
it. That's easy.
It sounds a little bit like the Marx Brothers. Like, like that's what Chico would play in can we say Chico anymore? Anyway, it sounds like what Chico would play in the Marx Brothers.
Right. I actually played him in a college production of A Day in Hollywood, A Night in Ukraine. You heard of that musical?
I have heard of that musical.
Yeah, I actually music directed and I was in it.
Did you play the piano in it?
And I played the piano on stage. Yes, I played piano on stage for Act 1 and Act 2. In addition to learning all my lines and my blocking, my songs and my choreography, and we tap danced. So it was a lot. Plus, I had to teach everyone else how to sing. So
Can you still tap dance? Are you a dancer, John?
I am not a dancer. I'm a singer who moves well. I'm not even a singer. I'm a piano player who can keep a beat. How about that?
Next stage show that you and I do, there's going to be a tap dance segment. You and me.
I sold my tap shoes, but I'll buy a new pair for the
Who
tour.
was the guy that tap danced with like the little mouse, the little Jerry from, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
his little sailor outfit.
He was in Singing in the Rain. Gene
Kelly.
Yes.
That'll be you and me. You'll be the little mouse in the sailor outfit, and I'll be Gene Kelly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait. I know we don't want to talk about food every week, but guess what opens next week in Orlando next Monday?
Portillo's?
No, they haven't. I don't know what the goal is going on. They haven't opened yet. They haven't.
Okay.
But right next to them is going to be the world's largest White Castle.
Oh, have you had White Castle before?
I've had them when they were in Ohio. They've not been in Florida for over, I want to say 50 years, possibly. It's been a long, long time. So everyone's very excited.
I like White Castle. I don't like their onions and I like onions, but I don't like their onions for some reason.
And they cook all their burgers on onions, so it's like a bed of onions.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
let's not talk about food.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Well, John, can you favor us with another little song? We would love to hear something.
Yes, since we're doing rudimentary piano, why not
Go
do
for
this
it.
one?
Thank you, my friend. Brilliant
pleasure.
as always.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's John B. deHaas. Thank you, buddy.
It's me. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye. All right, Galpin, why don't you introduce our guest?
Toiley, today's guest was a member of the Grammy-nominated a cappella group The Bobs and has a new musical called Impact debuting soon. Please welcome Amy Engelhardt.
Amy Engelhardt, welcome to Wednesdays with Toiley.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. However, I do have to tell you that I have spoken with toilet paper before.
What? Who? You've talked to some of my family members?
Well, do I get a pass? Is there like a statute of limitations or something? Because I'm pretty sure it was back in the 80s.
Well, yeah, in the 80s, weird things were going on with toilet paper. You had pastel toilet paper in the 80s. You had like remember that colored toilet paper where everybody was dyeing themselves blue and green and yellow? It was crazy.
Yeah, and I had to pay for individual, I'm going to say slices of toilet paper in Germany in the 80s too, but they weren't as good as what we have here.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. I don't know what was happening, but I do know that I'm excited to have you here on the show today, Amy.
And I'm excited to be wiped.
There you go. Now, I want to ask a little bit about your career. On your website, you have a picture of you as a kid playing piano. Did you start playing music at a young age?
Yeah, I did. We had this old Schoninger upright in New Jersey where I grew up, and I used to take lessons, and I was terrible because I didn't practice. And I would much prefer getting out the nice and easy feelings piano reduction than trying to play pop hits or making up my own tunes. So at a certain point, I actually turned to the teacher and said, I'm sorry.
It's not you, it's me.
Yeah. I said, I'm not even going to pretend here because, the barcarolle that you have assigned me, the 7-note barcarolle, and this thing is just not doing it for me. So yeah,
but did you
play music at a young age?
Did you continue just kind of dabbling on your own, even without formal lessons?
Oh yeah. Once I gave up on formal lessons, I just kind of went to town, and it's funny because what I actually liked to do as a kid was I had this book that was like a American standards, and it was more kind of hymns and folk songs, but it was written for 4-part piano, kind of like you would see in a hymn book, but it wasn't religious tunes. It was a lot of old stuff with Stephen Foster and stuff like that, and I would open the page to that, and I would sing the notes into a tape recorder as if it was a SATB choral thing. And of course, back then, we didn't have 4 tracks or anything like that. So I had the 2 dueling Panasonic tape recorders with cassette tapes, and I would tape myself singing to the other thing, and then I would tape myself singing to that thing. So I was doing bouncing, only when you do it with cassettes, it gets faster and faster and higher and higher. So it was kind of like, I didn't know it at the time, but I was foreshadowing what I would do in life.
Yeah. Well, you have done a lot of stuff vocally, as you mentioned, with the Bobs. Did you take singing lessons, or is it all self-taught talent?
Well, some of the people who have been in the Bobs were just natural talents. I believe Janie didn't even, it was just a hobby for her. She was the original Bob chick. But I actually studied classically. I studied to be a theater performer, and so I have classical training background in voice, and also did a bunch of pop rock stuff. But as a kid, I took musical theater classes, musical comedy classes at my nearby, I guess it was a School of Dance and Theater Arts in Colonia, New Jersey. And then eventually I studied in New York as a teenager, acting and singing, and then I went to Syracuse University for my undergrad in musical theater. But classically trained. And then when I went to Berkeley and Boston, I switched my entire focus to pop, rock, and jazz.
Awesome, excellent. Now, we mentioned that you were with the Bobs, and you toured with them for years. Did you enjoy life on the road? Did you like going to different venues and performing?
I really did, actually. I'm at heart a road gig. I've always had chronic wanderlust, so it really was a good fit. And also, I don't like Los Angeles where I live, so it made sure I don't have to be here all the time.
Right.
So yeah, it was super fun. I was with them for 14 years, and we toured all over the U.S. and Europe, and yeah, something about the rhythms of travel I really do enjoy. And even after I left in 2012, I continued to be a road warrior. I've missed it a lot this past year.
Yeah, yeah, I've missed going out too. I'm right there with you. You have also done a lot of house concerts where you go in and you perform in people's houses. Now, you don't have to name any names, but have there ever been any dirty houses, or have most of them been pretty clean?
What an excellent question. Um, no, there have been no dirty houses, which is to say that they are much cleaner than I am. But I will say that sometimes I would arrive and I usually don't bring a keyboard because I don't like to travel with it. So I make sure they know exactly what to either get or have. And some of these places have pianos. And sometimes I would get there and the piano is an upright facing a wall. And I'm like, okay.
You're gonna turn around like you're in a saloon, like you're in an old saloon.
Like it's a recital. Like,
Yeah.
here I am in 5th grade and here's my piano recital. And I said, well, my backing skills are really
Right.
pretty great, but not really what you... So what I did in one of those cases was I had them put a mirror in front of me.
That's a great solution in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because then you say, oh, can I move the piano? And they go, no, you can't move the piano.
Right.
Like, okay, I'm glad you thought this through.
Yeah. Well, can we cut a hole in this wall and then you can all sit in the next room? Can we do that?
People are paying to see you, It's like you want them to actually see you and not
Right.
feel like they're sitting in back of you watching you play the baccarat.
Exactly. Now, on your website, it says that you are the only honorary female member of the Vienna Boys Choir. How did that happen? How did that come about?
We were the Bobs were touring in Europe. I think it was 2000. It was one of our last tours in Europe, and we played a vocal festival in Vienna in this gorgeous kind of jewel box of a theater. And someone had brought a group of boys from the Vienna Boys Choir to see us. I was thinking, don't do anything we do, kids. Stay in school. And this woman brought a group of like 10 little boys. And they were wearing their outfits and everything, and they came to see us, and then afterwards they wanted a picture with us. And so I actually have a picture of us all wearing the hats and standing with the Vienna Boys Choir, and she said, you are all now honorary members.
Wow.
So I'm taking that as official.
That's it, for sure. One of your signature songs is Fluffy's Master Plan for World Domination, which is about cats taking over the world. Are you a cat lover, Amy? Do you love cats?
I have to. Otherwise, I'll have no place in the New World Order.
Right. When the cats take over.
See, I do have 2 cats, but they were
you have
not
two.
the ones who gave me that message. Because remember, I'm just the messenger.
Right. I like cats. I don't hate cats, but I've also seen the YouTube videos of what cats do to toilet paper, so I don't hang out with them. Yeah.
I understand. You have to protect yourself. You have to set boundaries.
Exactly. I have to stay safe. It's like when everybody was hoarding toilet paper. I didn't go outside because I didn't want to get hoarded.
Yeah, that must have been terrible for you.
It was an awful time. Well, you have a new musical called Impact that is debuting soon. Can you tell us a bit about that musical and where we can see it?
I certainly can, and it doesn't throw me off at all that I'm talking to a roll of toilet paper about one of the most intensely personal and dramatic things I've ever written. I just want to tell you that I, as an artist, am capable of stretching that way.
Well, look, when are you the most vulnerable? When you're in the bathroom, and toilet paper is there for you when you're in the bathroom. So
That is an excellent point. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, as it were, I usually write comedy, and I've written theatrical comedies and a lot of comedy songs, and people here probably know me from The Thump. But Impact is actually a one-act, one-B show that is has its roots in a trip I took to Scotland in 2019. And that had its roots in something that happened, an event that happened 30 years ago. So the people I went with and how I got to go, which was through a strange gig. You probably also saw on my website, me dressed as a nun. The Good Omens promotional tour took me to London and made that trip possible. But it was kind of about something we all can relate to, about how do we find ways to help each other and be there for each other in times of crisis that aren't going to stop.
Yeah. And where is this debuting? Because on your website it says May online.
It's going to be on Showtix, the Showtix platform.
Showtix.
And it'll be streaming on demand the weekend of May 21st. And it's fun to say that because I'm in communication with the editor who filmed it. I filmed the live capture part of it in Michigan about 10 days ago, and there's going to be all sorts of projections and videos and stuff. And it's funny to think that it doesn't technically exist yet. And I'm telling everybody about where they will see it. But yeah, it'll be available on Showtix, and you can find all the information out on my Facebook page, my artist page, or my Instagram, or my website.
Excellent. Well, I will have links to all those in the notes here. So,
Yeah.
Well, Amy, I would love to hear a song if you would like to play a song for us or sing a song for us.
Would I?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, this is just a demo version, but this is going to be on my upcoming album, which is
Oh my
delayed
gosh.
twice now, for various reasons, and that's ironic. I mention it only because it's ironic because the album is called "Finish What You."
Right. Yeah.
Couldn't make that up.
Could be better.
So this, if you all feel like dancing to this, I can't stop you.
That's it.
Grey goose me one more time, unloose me, unmute me one more time, absolutely. Get that glass now, I insist, let's do the vodka twist. Find the clock somewhere every day, so unlock me. A whole lot of don't care out of my way, just rock me. Break that bar, baby, fill my fist. Let's do the vodka twist. Tell the kids go play in the yard. This is too hard. Turn up the tunes, we can cut a mean rug and get my Ruth Bader Ginsburg bug. See the lecture, baby, see the whales. I made some ice for cocktails. Count the days till the days runs out. Then we'll do the whiskey shot. Whose fault is it I'm annoyed? Do you feel me? Rim salt for the unemployed to kill me. September is a month I missed. Let's do the vodka, me and you vodka. Unscrew the vodka twist. Vodka twist. Let's do the vodka. Pour me more vodka.
Oh, it's starting again. Let's do it again.
It's excited.
It gets excited. I am not a drinker, but I will drink to that song. That's what I'll say.
Well, you know, if you drink enough to that song, then you end up talking to Toiley Tea Paper.
There you go. Exactly. Well, Amy, thank you so much for being here. You mentioned your Facebook and your Instagram and your website. I will have links to all those things, but it was just a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you. I got kicked off of Twitter, so I can't give you my...
You and John, my piano player John, he got kicked off of Twitter too. So.
And this time it was for something dumb.
Oh no. Do you want to talk about it?
I have a friend who got kicked off of Twitter for saying that something had to be properly hung, and she was talking about a picture.
Yeah. And they kicked her right off, huh?
Yeah. Because, you know, inciting violence. And I was inciting violence for saying that laws had to be smacked down.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much what happened to John, too. Well, listen, we will follow you on Instagram and all those other places. Amy, it was such a pleasure. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you. I will tell everyone that they need to come and get wiped.
There you go. There you go. You're my new PR manager. You got it. Thanks, Amy. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Excellent as always, John. Well, that's going to do it for this time. My thanks to Amy Engelhardt, my thanks to John B. deHaas, and my thanks to you for watching. I will see you next time, because right now I gotta go!
You've been watching Wednesdays with Toiley, starring Toiley Tea Paper, with special guest Amy Engelhardt and musical director John B. deHaas. For Wednesdays with Toiley, this is your staring contest champion Galpin Ford saying good night. Galpin Ford's wardrobe provided by Sims of North Hollywood.